Good evening. I'm Matthew Reilly, MC News, reporting live from outside the Little Rock Central High School. We are crowded with hundreds of students from the high school. The center of attention seems to be a group of African-American teens. These teenagers' motives seem to be to desegregate Little Rock Central High School, which would be the first time this happened in the history of the school. The 9 reported teens are confirmed to be Minnie Jean Brown, Elizabeth Eckford, Ernest Green, Thelma Mothershed, Melba Patillo, Gloria Ray, Terrence Roberts, Jefferson Thomas, and Carlotta Walls. The teenagers are enrolled in the school and they were pulled from other high schools to attend Little Rock Central High School. Reports are saying last night Orville Faubus, Arkansas's governor, ordered the state's National Guard to block their entrance for their own safety just before their entrance into the school. We seem to have an eyewitness of the teens arriving and being forced to leave the high school in the matter of minutes. Sending it over to our witness now.
Hello, Mr. Blaney. Tell us about what you saw.
My friends and I were ready for a regular day at Little Rock Central High School. As we approached, we saw crowds of students, and we were confused about what was going on. We watched as the group got bigger, trying to maneuver through the huge crowd of students outside. I could barely see or hear my friend over the white students chanting and screaming, "Lynch them, lynch them." Students went as far as spitting in the faces of black teens and calling them things I cannot say on air. The huge crowd made it known that black students are not wanted here.
What happened when the 9 students got closer to the school?
All of the 9 African-American students. The African-American students attempted to enter the school, but were forced to go back home by the National Guard.
What are your thoughts for the team's safety?
I hope the teens do not try to enter the school again, because if they make it this time, they will be harassed and bullied even more than the first time.
What do you think the future holds for the teens?
I hope if or when they return, they may have some sort of protection against some of the brutal students here at Little Rock Central High School. This is terrible and needs to be stopped as soon as possible.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Blaney.
Welcome to ShopRite. Our prices will beat every grocery store in your town. We have unbeatable prices such as 30 cents per pound of ground beef, 2 quarters per dozen of eggs, or a loaf of bread for a dime. Want a special treat for your kids? Pay only 2 pennies for a lollipop. Need to fill up your car? Head right over to our gas station for 29 cents per gallon of gas. In need of a job? We pay one of the highest hourly rates around. Work at ShopRite and earn 95 cents an hour.
Hello, my name is Peter Lawrence Raiano, a reporter with NBC News. Today, September 23rd, 19 days after the federal judge ordered the National Guard removed, and 20 days after the African-American teenagers made their first attempt at entering the school. As predicted, the 9 African-American students have returned to Little Rock High School. Sources say black teenagers have already been safely escorted into the high school through a side door with Little Rock police escorts. The students actually managed to desegregate the Little Rock High School here in Arkansas. I can tell many people with me here are not happy with this decision. It's far from the end, though. The Little Rock Central High School superintendent, Virgil Blossom, told the 9 black students, "You're not going to be able to go to the football games or basketball games. You're not going to be able to participate in the choir or drama club or be on the track team. You can't even go to the prom. There are more cannots," said the National Park Service. During school hours, students were harassed, bullied, and threatened. The National Park Service also said the Little Rock 9 had assigned guards to walk them from class to class. The guards cannot accompany the students inside the classrooms, bathrooms, or locker rooms. They would also stand outside the classrooms during class time. In spite of this, Little Rock 9 endured verbal and physical attacks from some of the classmates and will continue this through the year. The students understood the consequences completely and wanted to truly make a change in the world. We'll be back with Mr. Minds, another interviewee, after a short commercial break.
Welcome to the most magical place on earth, Disneyland. Come to one of our 4 amazing parks. You can choose between Fantasyland, Tomorrowland, Adventureland, and Frontierland. Between all of our 4 magical parks, there will be no ending of fun. We have over 40 different attractions consisting of rides, parades, and much more, all created by Walt Disney's creative team. Don't want to leave? Stay on Disney property at the all-new Disneyland Hotel. Tickets start at $1. Come to Disneyland in Anaheim, California, and have the time of your life.
Hello, Mr. Rizzi. Please tell us about what you experienced today with the teenagers managing to re-enter the school.
I'm Cooper Rizzi, associate science teacher at Little Rock High School. The 9 African-American teenagers reattempted their entrance into the high school with the federal troop escort.
What do all the other teachers think about this in the school?
Everybody in the school had been on the edge of the streets for the past 3 weeks waiting for their return. I'm nothing but worried
for the safety of the 9 teens. Teachers around the school have been talking about the return ever since they were told what they were not allowed into the school. Some teachers have seen the teens being escorted by the U.S. Army's 101st Airborne Division, the Screaming Eagles, ordered by President Dwight D. Eisenhower, and they'll have federal troops around the school throughout the year.
Wow. What do you think about the rumors that say the students will stay in the school for the remaining of the year?
I'm very hopeful that this is true because I believe those 9 students can make a real difference in not just our school, but in the United States of America as a whole.
Thank you, Mr. Rizzi. Have a great day.
You too.
Thank you.
Despite their braveness, the Little Rock Nine still encountered hatred and anger of the white students. History.com editors mentioned Melba Patillo, for instance, was kicked, beaten, and had acid thrown in her face. At one point, while students burned an African American effigy in a vacant lot across from the school, Gloria Ray was pushed down a flight of stairs, and the Little Rock Nine were barred from participating in extracurricular activities. The Little Rock Nine group will forever be one of the most courageous and bravest acts in civil rights history. Magina Brown, Elizabeth Eckford, Ernest Green, Thelma Mothershed, Melba Patillo, Gloria Ray, Terrence Roberts, Jefferson Thomas, and Carlotta Walls are the teenagers who will be remembered as African Americans who were not scared to face discrimination and just wanted to do what was right. Here at NBC News, we are hopeful that in their next few days at Little Rock Central High School, they will push through and help bring down discrimination in the U.S. while also having a good education. The students having the bravery to show up to an all-white school and attempting to desegregate it on their own should gain the respect of everyone watching this broadcast at home. The National Museum of African American History and Culture added, "Try to imagine the torrent of emotions that ran through those young men and women. Imagine the courage they had to muster each day. Try to picture the white students who jeered and harassed them. Imagine also what it would have to be like to be a white student or teacher who supported the Little Rock Nine. Every white student and teacher at the Little Rock Central High School that doubted and hated African Americans should be ashamed of themselves, and they should realize that they have been proven wrong. The Little Rock Nine has proven the odds. This is Matthew Jude Reilly reporting for NBC News. Have a great night, everyone."